Hi everyone, happy Monday. We are going to keep learning about a couple more organelles before we move into what I'm trying to make into some sort of project. I'm still working on that, but a lot of you told me in your check-ins you want to do projects, so we're going to hopefully have one soon. Right now, we're going to start today talking about ribosomes. I want you to say that out loud to yourself, ribosomes. These are really important because they make proteins. So we think of protein a lot of times as something we eat. So when we eat foods with a lot of protein, like when you eat chicken or you eat steak, when your body breaks that back down in your digestive system into the building blocks of proteins, which are called amino acids. And then basically, there's my dog, it's curious. Basically, your cells need to then put those amino acids back together into new proteins that do all your cells' functions. But why are they so important? Proteins do like every single thing in your body. If you need to send a message from one cell to the next, that's a protein. If you need to make change happen in your body, proteins do it. You need chemical processes to keep your body functioning, like cellular respiration and so on. Proteins speed that up. Without proteins, you literally would not function. Proteins also determine your traits, right? I have brown eyes because I have a protein that makes me have brown eyes. So it's really important that our ribosomes are making proteins all day long. They're like the main thing that needs to be made in your cell other than energy. So we're going to get started like really going through this. I'm going to share my screen so we can look at it together. And so what you should be seeing now is your Monday ribosomes lesson. And so you should have already put your name in a homeroom and you're looking at the PDN and listening to my video. So we're going to go through this together. Just like last week, there's going to be a PDN video and then a video with the reading and notes. So number one, all living things are made of A, cells, B, I'm sorry, that says option 2. You get to see me edit it. I don't know what happened there. It should be A, cells, and now I'm showing you the answer. My bad. A, cells, B, nerves, C, skin, D, brains. I am showing you the answer here, but you should have known the answer was cells. That's on me that there was a mistake in this. Now it's fixed for when you're working on it. So again, the answer here should have been A, cells. Moving on. What does the nucleus do? So we're going to review the other organelles real quick so that before we learn a new one, we make sure we're still on the same page. So we know all living things are made of cells, and then inside them, we have these different parts. What does the nucleus do? A, determine what enters and exits the cell. B, controls the cell and contains the DNA. C, creates energy for the cell. Or D, makes proteins for the cell. Pick your answer. All right, you should have said B, controls the cell and contains the DNA. The nucleus is very important. It's very big. It holds that really important DNA that makes you who you are. Every single cell of yours has your DNA in it, the same DNA in every single cell, because that makes you who you are. What does the cell membrane do? A, determines what enters and exits the cell. B, controls the cell and contains the DNA. C, creates energy for the cell. D, creates proteins for the cell. Pick your answer. All right, you should have said A, determines what enters and exits the cell. Moving on, what does the mitochondria do? A, determines what enters and exits the cell. B, controls the cell and contains the DNA. C, creates energy for the cell. Or D, creates proteins for the cell. If you're using test-taking skills, you should know that it's not A or B because we've already chosen those. We already know A is the cell membrane and that B is the nucleus. So what about C or D? All right, you should have said C, creates energy. Mitochondria is where cellular respiration happens. It's where energy is made. And lastly, these parts inside of the cell we're talking about, what are they called? A, organs. B, membranes. C, brains. D, organelles. You should have said D, organelles. The parts of cells are called organelles, like little organs within cells. All right, in a moment, I'm going to let you go, and you're going to be watching a ribosome video. This video is going to sound a lot more complex than what we need to know. It's like a much higher level than where we're at right now in our quick like pre-high school review we're doing. So I just want you to watch it and then focus on just learning, like, what is the job of the ribosomes? That's it, and then one new thing you learned. Once you've done that, you'll be on the notes, and I'll be there to read them to you. So go ahead, watch the video, answer the questions, and then you will see a new video on the next page.